All right, exciting news. We are getting a trial dairy cow. I actually have a friend, and in case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm dragging this cattle panel to the barn to section off a spot for our livestock guardian dog. But we actually have a dairy cow coming to our farm today, and I'm pretty excited. It's going to be interesting, and it decided to turn off like really cold. But a friend of mine has a dairy cow, a Jersey, that has a calf that was born in May, and they're wanting to wean her, and they don't want to listen to her bawl. And so she knew that I was thinking about getting a dairy cow, but I hadn't really decided, so she's going to let me have a trial run with her for a month or whatever. We're going to see how that goes. I'm not real sure if I'm up for this or not. So she's going in here with the goats. The plan is to make a milking station she can come into right here. She's got a round bale here. It's hard to believe that we actually had a wedding in here last year. Like totally cluttered in here now, but it looks really nice. You can tell, can you see the lights up there? Oh, those are the lights from the wedding. We still haven't taken down. One, because, well, we just didn't. And two, because we don't have anywhere to store them right now. And I didn't want them all getting broken. So they're fine. They're hanging up in here still. Too bad we don't have power to the barn. But anyways, so that's the plan. It shouldn't take a whole lot of work. I'm gonna put a couple T-posts in the ground. The owner has said she could just, do that and put a 2x4 to keep her from moving very much. We've got the horse trough in here, got it filled up, so hopefully we are ready. All right, day one of having a dairy cow. I just finished feeding the chickens, and guess what we have? Not even kidding, we have snow. And it's still snowing. This is really not even funny. Like, I really like snow, like once or twice in the winter, but it's freezing cold now. Okay, so it's not actually that bad. And I am gonna be in the barn, so we'll see. Kind of nervous. Let's go do this. Alright, definitely gotta open the doors and let some light in here. It was a little dark earlier. There's this cutie. Hey, Annabelle. Yeah, Frodo, I know. You're wanting something too, aren't you? So what I'm thinking is, I need to give the goats a little bit of feed, get them out of the barn, shut the door so that I can get her out and milk her without the goats getting out and following me and getting out and going everywhere. All right, so far that works, I think. All right, here it goes. We're gonna see if this is gonna work. All right, let's go in now and see if it's gonna work or not. Pepper, come on. Okay, hopefully me and Annabelle here are friends. I got about a half a gallon in one jar, and I have more in the pail. So we're gonna see how that we're gonna see how much that ends up being. This is not milk I get to save because she did kick over the bucket the first time, so there was a little bit in there. So I'm just gonna rub her down with some coconut oil. I'm gonna put her in here, clean up all my stuff, and then I'm gonna give her a treat. sleep. Yeah, took me forever because she was like being cranky. Hey, easy. All right, so this is day 3 for me of trial with Al. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep the first couple of nights because I was worried something would happen to her or whatever. I was so tired last night that I got plenty of sleep. So see how today goes. I was home yesterday, so I think that helped. Today I've got some busy things to do. Gotta get in town. I've had to like tie her foot because she does not necessarily like me, getting used to me as well. Clean her off really good. Where she's been laying down, whatever she's been laying in. New rag. A little dark today. Yeah. So it is day 5 and I'm headed out here actually a little bit early. It's kind of overcast and so I'm not sure how light it's going to be in the barn. But I had to get out here a few minutes early today because we have to leave a little after 8 for church, and it's been taking me about an hour by the time I get out here and get everything done. Actually, from the time I leave the house to the time I get back to the house, it is about an hour. So I'm trying to give myself plenty of time to then also get back inside and finish getting ready. I took a quick shower. My hair is still kind of wet. That's why it's pulled up on top of my head. We'll see how it goes. It's not too bad. I think it was about this light yesterday. So hopefully this will work out and I'll be able to see what I'm doing. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get some sweet feed and put in these. For the goats, I'm gonna grab the dog food and take it out there so can keep everybody happy. Day 5. And it doesn't really seem like I'm getting started that much earlier. So, I'm gonna have to get with it. Because I have to leave and it takes me usually about an hour. So, maybe I can milk faster today. Let's hope so. Gosh, how dirty are you today? You just never know what they're gonna lay in, obviously. The warm rag is supposed to help let the milk down as well. This has been a pretty good experience. I just think if we ever had a family milk cow of our own, I would definitely invest in a milking machine. For one, I would get more milk out of her probably. Not certain about that, but the other, my poor hands. It wouldn't take me forever like it does. All right, I'll get her dried off. Test to make sure there's nothing going on. There shouldn't be. It's good. So then we'll get started. Some people can do this in like, I don't know, I thought somebody I watched a video and it was like 10-15 minutes. I don't know how to do it. Lots of practice, I guess. Lots of hand strength, maybe. But day 5, I was actually ready to give it up after a couple of days. I didn't get sleep. Worried that something would happen. Decided to give it another night. I slept great. Now I'm sleeping fine. Waking up super early, but I was kind of doing that before. Yeah, now we've gotten into a routine. I don't really mind coming out here. I just plan for an hour and kind of plan it for whatever I'm doing. That way I don't get in a big hurry. So it'd be kind of actually weird when she's not here, and I don't have that to do in the morning. When I made this, put these T-posts in, I probably should have made it a little bit narrower. Okay, not too bad. I know, you thought we were done, didn't you? All are done because I gotta go in. Poor hand. It hurts in the morning. Oof. Yeah, I got over a gallon. All right, day 6, headed out here to milk. Probably actually getting a little bit of a later start than I wanted to. I wanted to make sure that, cause I got plenty of light, wanted to get out here, set my stuff down here. Wanted to get out here and get started at 7, but I'm pretty sure I'm a few minutes behind. So gonna try to get with it because I'd really like to get out of the house by 8:30 and get to the clinic where I work part-time. Kind of gotten into a good routine so far, so we'll see how it goes today. So we're already starting out today interesting because missing a halter. To figure that out, I'm gonna have to find that. All right, Miss Annabelle, let's get over here. Come on. There we go. Now maybe we can get started. 7:09. All right. A little cleaner today, Annabelle. I just went ahead and started bringing 4 cloths out here so that I can use 2 to clean her off with in case I need them. And then I have 1 to dry and then an extra in case I need it. That soapy water, I can use it if I need to before it's out, and check for anything in the milk that shouldn't be there. Looks good. Figured out that one of these front quarters had quite a bit of milk in it yesterday, so I need to make sure that I am milking it continuously or it'll take me forever. I will be honest though, if I had to do this very often, like if I had a dairy cow of my own, I would probably invest in a milk machine. All right, headed out for day 7 of having a dairy cow. And we've kind of gotten into a good routine. I have to leave the house again early today, so hopefully everything goes as planned today. I have started making cheese. I made some farmer's cheese yesterday when I got home because that's what I had on hand. I didn't have any rennet. How do you say that? Or I forgot what else it was, calcium chloride. I have some of that on order. I actually have the culture, I guess, from when we had goats. So I'm gonna try making some cheddar and some other things because I am getting like a gallon of milk every day. I'll be curious to see what happens and how that turns out. We'll see how it works. This is day 7 of having a dairy cow and it's going good so far. We got into a routine. I'm actually enjoying it. I wasn't so sure whenever this first started if I was going to enjoy it or not, but we've kind of got into a routine. I don't know that she likes me yet. She likes to kick at me, so that's why her foot is usually tied, because she doesn't it just makes my morning go much smoother. She doesn't kick over the bucket like she did the first day. On the first 3 days, I did milk a little bit in the afternoons, but after that 3rd day, I didn't. Because she had a calf on her before she came here, but they were weaning the calf already, so she wasn't producing too much in the afternoon. So I just went ahead and stopped that. I'd done some reading. It seems to be doing pretty good. She gives about a gallon in the mornings. Now the goal is probably to dry her off by mid-January if she stays here that long. So I'm gonna have to look that up in a week or so. Probably just start milking less, like 25% less. That's what I've been reading, so see if that's right or not. But it's kind of like supply and demand. You know, if I don't milk the full gallon, then she won't produce the full gallon after so long because it's not needed. That is the plan. We'll see how that works for me. Like I mentioned though before, milk machine would probably be a really nice investment if you had, I'm just saying, if I had one of my own and I had her all the time. I'm getting better at milking. Practice, I guess, makes perfect. I don't know about perfect, but practice does help. I don't use the bucket anymore. I'm not sure why I stopped. It just seemed to work out better. One less step I had to do. I'm just gonna check her for mastitis or make sure there's nothing. And to get that plug that's usually in there out. Too bad today. It's been, of course it's December, almost Christmas week, but it's actually been in the high 50s the last couple of days. I think that's what it's supposed to be today. But on Thursday and Friday, Christmas Eve and Christmas, it's supposed to be a high of like 30. So it's gonna be rather chilly to come out here and milk those 2 mornings. But luckily we're in the barn, so it's not too bad. But I think for the most part it's went pretty good. We had a few learning curves, both of us, whenever we first started last week. I think we're finally maybe got into a routine. I don't know if she likes me still, but she's not too bad. She could be a lot worse, I think. She's pretty sweet. Very food motivated. So I'm excited to make some cheeses and stuff. I've made yogurt and butter a lot with the milk that I would buy from the Amish. So I'll still be making that. This is quite the workout for the forearms and hand grip, hand strength. Now, got her back in here. I have to be careful because this guy likes to get out. So now I'm gonna go out here. I keep this shut. I'll show you what it is. So a friend of mine helped me kind of rig this up where the goats can get in and out and Hattie can get into pasture, but she can't. So I'm gonna open this up. Come on, Frodo, get out of the way. He's such a big baby. He was a bottle baby. Alright, so I just do that, and then I just hook it with the bungee strap. Hey, Miss Hattie. And then now it's open, and she can get out here to the pasture. Okay, so that was my 7 days, or my first 7 days with a dairy cow here, with a dairy cow trial. I have my bag of goodies going back into the house. I've been getting about a gallon a day. I just milked one time in the morning. I could probably get some more out of her, but I only need a gallon, and the supply and demand, so if I just take a gallon each day, there's not much left in there. I've milked it out a couple of times, and so that will kind of fade away, I guess. Supply and demand. So that will, she'll just produce the gallon, and then I will just start decreasing that a little bit at a time, and we'll dry her off, because that is the purpose of her being here, is to dry her off. I'm not real sure how long I guess as long as I milk a gallon out, she will probably give a gallon. So I'll just start decreasing that. So I hope you enjoyed this. We had a first few interesting days, but now that we've gotten into the routine, I'm getting better at milking. It only takes me about 30 minutes to milk out a gallon, which is still longer than most people, but it's better than an hour like I was doing before. So I've kind of gotten the hang of it. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a great day. I would love to know if you have a dairy cow or even dairy goats. Like, if you have any tips for me over the next couple or so weeks. Thanks. So I said goodbye, but then I thought, why not show you what I do with it whenever I bring it in? I do strain it while I'm out there. I actually milk into the jars with a funnel and a fine mesh coffee filter, a little bit different than this one you saw in the video. And then I bring it in, and then I filter it again through another fine mesh coffee filter into these half-gallon jars. I wash these jars in the dishwasher. I just make sure there's nothing that's, like gotten tossed up in there or dried in there or whatever. And then I will go ahead and put these jars in the freezer for just a little bit. It says about an hour or two, but I don't have an hour or two. I only have about 30 minutes. Yesterday I put them in quart jars because that's what I had, and that probably actually worked out better getting them down to a temperature. But that's all I do. I just basically strain it again, double strain it, and put the lid on it. And then I've got 2 more jars for tomorrow. I ran out of jars actually because I had so much milk. But now that I made cheese, I have a couple of extra jars, so that's good. So I'm going to have to make sure that I have a couple extra because I had to take some quarts out with me, a quart or 2 yesterday with me. You just want to try to keep everything as clean as possible. Now I've got another gallon of milk. I'm getting more cream each day. So anyways, I want to show you what I did with it whenever I brought it in. So I'm going to go put it in the freezer for a little bit, and then I'm going to get ready. See you guys.